Hey guys, welcome back to the podcast. I'm here with Joey. What's up, Joey?
Hey guys. Not much.
That's good. That's good. And I'm here with a new special guest that we have with us. We haven't had him here before yet. I didn't intro properly. Pew 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 pew. Okay, anyways. Pew 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 pew. And we're here with Colin from Team ARG. What's up, Colin? How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. I'm glad to be on here.
I'm glad you're here too. Before we jump into the podcast, I do want to say thanks to our patrons who help support this podcast and keep it going. We have it on certain medias like Google Play, iTunes, SoundCloud if you're just going to listen to it on there. And it helps us get the podcast out there for everybody to listen to when you're on the go. You can download it on like Google Play and whatnot. But thanks to those guys. If you want to, take a look at our Patreon, patreon.com/TCG Scrubs, patreon.com/TCG Scrubs. And then also, if you want to check out Happy Little Hug Factory, they recently updated their buy list with Winds of the Ominous Moon. So for those of you who've been doing draft or opening a bunch of boxes and have extra cards, you can go maybe get rid of some of those and get some money for those and buy more cards, because I do believe they have Wind of the Ominous Moon up for sale now. Now, I know some of you who had, communicate with us saying y'all kept going to the link and there was no singles. That was a transition thing from TCG Player to here. They can either have it on one or the other, so they brought it all back to their website so you guys can go and pick some singles up. But make sure to check out that link in the description below so they know that we sent you. And lastly is, give us a phone call. We have a phone number. We've only ever had one voicemail. We've had a spam one I wanted to play once, but I forgot about that. I just remembered it right now. But give us a call at 512-522-4188, and you can leave us a voicemail. Now those are in increments of 3 minutes each. But I think Colin, what was it that you said, or one of you guys said? If we don't get any more voicemails,
They said if they don't plan on calling us, we're gonna start leaving ourselves fake voicemails.
Yeah. I'm gonna call and be like, "Hey, that guy Oscar is so cool."
And then I'm gonna call and be like, "Man, that guy Oscar's so lame."
That intro, right? Sucked.
That was a good intro.
Yeah, I tried. That was my first time really doing it, guys. I never, when we started the channel, I said, "Colin, you're doing all the introing," because I always got nervous and I just couldn't do it. But hopefully that worked out. But yeah. Speaking of, so Colin, the elephant in the room tonight.
There's an elephant.
Yeah, you're the elephant.
Gross.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about your kind of transition into the Team ARG? I know that some people. Yep, Colin's transitioning.
Sorry, I'd already made that joke. I just had to make it on the podcast.
Yes, he literally made that joke like 30 seconds ago, guys.
But with that said, I know some people may be concerned about what it meant and what was going on with it. You want to tell us what's going on?
So, for people who don't know what's going on, Oscar. No, ARG, as you guys know, they run all the different events, the states events and the summer, etc. That now have their ARG Invitational that'll be happening, as well as different things that coincide with the company itself. But they officially launched for every single game that they support a pro team. So the pro team for Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, etc. And so they have one for Force of Will as well, Team ARG Dragons. So
that's cool.
It's comprised of 8 people.
You should probably know your teammates.
Yeah, who are your teammates, Colin? Name them off for us.
It sounds like a good number. The team consists of Aaron Miles, Ryan Miles, Alex Logan, Mike Rance, Brandon Bremont, Driz. There's one more, isn't there?
That's 6 people? Yeah.
I'd said way more than 6. Judge?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I count 5, 6. That is 6.
Well, and then me, so that's 7.
Right. That's fine. I'm just saying. You said 6 names.
All right. Still, there's. Hold on. Now I gotta find out who's the missing person.
Who's the person you don't care about?
Dylan Hunt.
Oh, Dylan writes for us, Colin. How do you treat us like that?
Did you say Mike?
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
Yeah.
But how dare you do that to Doolin?
Yeah, I'm sure.
He wrote us a very nice article about how he did in one of those GPs in Canada. It wasn't
you
Toronto.
get out of here.
Wow. Now, Oscar, you don't. I apologize for this.
Digging that hole. That's cool. And sorry, I had gotten a text, but did you explain who ARG is specifically for those who may not know? We get a lot of new players that come in. Okay. And how do you like this interview style? Like, are you no longer part of the team? Are we a team?
We are a team.
I actually had that question. Yeah, no, I had that question earlier from Richard. He was asking, be part of the team, and I was like, oh yeah, yeah. And then he messaged me later, like, wait, are y'all a team? I'm like, I mean, I think it's assumed we are, because we just kind of like 3 guys who were producing content.
We're just 3 dudes. We're just 3 dudes.
We're just 3 dudes. But we kind of glossed over that. So yeah, are you part of TCG Script still?
Not in an official capacity. Essentially, I will be part of ARG, and helping. And it sounds like most likely helping with stuff like ARG will be having a YouTube channel where when people go to events, they'll be posting onto there as well as their Facebook. So there's a content creation aspect that I might be helping with. I don't know if it's just doing my own stuff or if I'll be helping other people as well. Or
right.
I don't know all the specifics exactly, but yeah, it's essentially like a normal team with a little bit more of a reach because it's through ARG itself. So it's pretty interesting. But
okay. Do you get a shirt?
Yeah, it'll be shipped at some point, I assume.
That's cool. Yeah, I know that they got into the business of making shirts. So I'm assuming they're just making it in house and sending it out to you.
Yeah, no, you'll see, because I'll wear it when I come on here. I'll have that cool shirt.
And how does it feel to be like on a team with such high caliber players?
Yeah, you're like.
Oh, we'll find out. I'm hoping I'll be able to actually hang out or meet some of them at GP Collinsville. I don't know which ones are still going or not and all that. But yeah, and if you guys want to keep up and follow with this, also we do have a official Facebook page. Just on Facebook, it's called ARG Pro Force of Will Team. I don't think we have the actual URL or not on Facebook, so if you search that on Facebook, it'll come up. If not, you just go in the US group, and it was shared like 5 different times by myself and Alex and Mike and stuff. So you'll be able to find it.
How dare you pitch your team and links? I did not give permission for this. Jay Ruler had permission. Jeremy had permission. Mike had permission.
Colin literally gave himself permission.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
But so getting back into the concerns of it, because like you're not officially part of the channel, and to whatever capacity you want to say. But so what would you be doing? Like, what are you? Because some people might be worried. Like, what's going on with the news? What's going to happen with that?
Oh, all those people that are on the news.
Some people might.
Well. So the main 2 things that you guys would see me in, man, for all the like people who are like hardcore Colin fans out there.
No, they're Oscar fans, guys. This is that moment of the hashtag who your favorite of the 3 is in the comments below, and let us know who is it really. But,
I just want to point out Oscar could easily put a poll on the video and make this easier for you guys.
Okay, we'll do the poll.
The burden onto you.
Boop, boop. I'm on the very bottom corner. Joey, boop up in your top corner. Hope you pick the right corner. This? I hope so. Like this.
Yeah.
And then I'll put the poll in right as you do it, and hopefully you pick the right corner. Anyways, go ahead. We'll find out who the favorite is. I know I won the lighting
pretty
situation.
Good with polls.
Yeah, you do. My lighting situation is better now. I feel like we need a second poll, updated poll.
We'll do that in another video. We don't want to do 2 many polls. They'll forget what they're voting for at some point.
Also, you also need to vote on our haircuts, t-shirt, fashion sense, all that.
Yeah.
Also, I'll say this. I'll also have a link to the Facebook page in the description below if you guys don't want to search that.
Okay.
Yeah. But the easier way.
Yeah, I forgot.
Anyways, tell us what's happening with the news.
So, well, the main 2 things that I'm probably in is like the podcast and the news. The news will like how it is will stay the same. It's just gonna, if you guys saw the most recent news, there's a back and forth between myself and Melissa, and I wasn't sure when the ARG was going to become official, so I was planning on that being the format for a bit to sort of introduce Melissa to you guys more thoroughly, but she'll just sort of take over starting this week. The news itself, I'll still write the script for it and essentially just have her read off the script. So the news is going to be almost identical, just maybe a little bit less me doing that, saying and stuff like that. She doesn't do that as much.
Or more.
She's very
well, she's more articulate. Yeah, she'll be more straightforward. So the news might be a little bit trimmer of a video because I tend to go off on tangents. So it'll be the same visually. The news will be the same. Everything, the news and opinions and rants. If I have a rant, I'll just tell Melissa to rant for me and tell her why she should be angry about it. So all that should be the same.
She has, like, air quotes that Colin thinks.
Oh yeah, like, I have a quote from Colin, and he says, "This is bullshit." Why is Laura not banned? But so news, the only difference will be it just won't be this face, which I think will be better overall. The second, she said she's not going to wear my coat though, so I'm going to try and get her to wear it though. In the comments, tell her to wear the coat.
We already passed what they're supposed to do in the comments. You missed that.
They don't. There's gonna be weird hashtags in the comments.
Somebody's just gonna be a hodgepodge.
Yeah, somebody news in the comments. Oh, look, a podcast for Force the Will. What the heck are these comments? What the hell? None of this makes sense. Hashtag Team Oscar. Why is it on here a million times?
Oh, you're so funny.
Yeah. But and I'll still be appearing on the podcast here. I feel like like nothing will change for the most part on the podcast. Maybe there'll be some weeks where I decide not to be on it because I'll be like, well, I don't have to be on this. I want to go sleep. So maybe I'll do that when there's a special guest or something. Maybe. I think probably for like interview style podcasts, I probably won't be on because then that's overbearing. With special guest type of
I've
thing.
always found having 4 people is a little difficult and seems a bit off balance. Like, I think maybe nobody noticed the last one, but the last one was like certain pauses here and there or a difference in humor kind of thing.
Mostly Joey, yeah.
Hashtag.
Yeah, so outside of that, should both stay the same. But as far as like random stuff like gameplay and deck profiles should all stay the same and fine. You'll just notice different things going into it. How I introduce myself, or I'll have Oscar do stuff for me, different things like that. Like
so with you being Team ARG and some people are saying how ARG works really close with the company more recently. Is there a concern like maybe your news being filtered going forward?
Maybe in sense head? No.
It's still just your opinions, right? Your pure
straight
news, the way it should come out, unbiased opinions.
Yeah. Whoops, I stepped on my dog. The news and podcast. I'm not gonna. Nothing has changed. There's no stipulations, and if you've seen posts from Jim, the guy who is in charge of ARG, like he doesn't like hold back on criticisms of the company and stuff like that in the same way that Jeff Finnegan does. And so I would never want to filter myself for stuff because I enjoy ranting.
So you're not gonna be like our guy on the inside for all the insider information?
No, I don't think that's how it would work anyways. No.
I don't know. Oscar was saying you might it works close with the company. Who knows? We could get like GP dates early or something. ARG dates.
Oh, that'd be cool. Just be like, whoa, how'd those leak? And they're like, we only told you. And be like, damn it.
And it's on your website.
Joey literally said, "You're our guy on the inside."
Bro, we listen to those podcasts, right?
Everyone screen cap that.
We're watching what you're doing.
But
that's cool. You're pretty pumped.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty excited to see how this all turns out.
I'm going to insert my GIF that I keep posting whenever you kept announcing, hey guys, I'm on Team ARG, with the Jeffersons moving on up.
Oh yeah, that was so funny, Oscar. You got captured our imaginations. But yeah, pretty excited. I have. We'll see if I'm any good at a GP.
Mm-hmm. Which, again, like we keep saying, we'll be at Collinsville GP, guys. For those of you going.
So Colin, are you bringing like, since you're on a team now, are you gonna be bringing like repping the team's deck, or have you been like testing with the team members? Like, how do you feel like you're gonna approach GPs? Like, is it gonna be differently? Or I
haven't had a chance to test with any team members. I've been super busy as of late, and we're switching to a different schedule during the summer for work. So. But I'm hoping on weekends I'll be able to, so I'll figure out deck-wise like what I'm doing. I'm going to attempt to, if possible, stick with my rogue decks. I think that's the way to go. Although there's a deck I'm pretty interested possibly in doing that's kind of a rogue deck but has also been used before and is really good, but it's my take on it. Oscar knows what I'm talking about. It's probably a worse take on it, but
it did amazing at Sherry, right?
Oh yeah, you want to know who fucking built Sherry? That guy.
I mean, he had Sherry built. So.
Yeah, I mean it's good.
No, he's thinking of you. Oh,
I'm thinking of what? What am I doing?
You're thinking of taking Sherry to GP.
Yes, I am, and
yeah, you get out of here.
It's functioning well against your jank decks, but we'll see how it goes against.
No, it wasn't. It 100% was not.
Oh, really? I didn't show you in those games. Weird.
First off, I don't think you 2-0'd me. Second off, it was. I feel like this is. What place did you get at the draft this past weekend?
Oh wow! Compared to draft to constructed.
No. I'm just kidding. I'm just trying to test your truth meter right now.
I got 3rd place.
But what? Okay. I don't think you 2-0'd me. Point is, it's mainly because I forgot about a certain card that Sherry ran.
The powerless dragonoid thingy.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
He's so sad because he's red and he runs on counters, and she is green and she counters.
Yeah,
but
she also runs on counters.
So what would you do then if you're getting with your team and they're play testing and they're like, Colin, what are you running? You're like, pandas, and they're like, yeah, no, we don't think you should run that. We don't want that to represent our team.
Ooh.
Well, it would depend.
Yeah.
Before we get too deep into what if country guys.
I looked her back. That's an inside joke.
Yeah, right.
But the like, I'm not gonna just like go in with a deck, regardless. Like, I'll be like, for example, if I wanted to try and do pandas, I would take pandas and I would test it against the teammates and see how it did, test it against you guys and stuff, and if it's consistently not doing good, then obviously I'm not going to run it, and that's the same regardless of if I was with ARG or not.
What if you just don't get enough time to like test and stuff?
I think I'll get enough time to test.
Okay, I have the ultimate what if. I'm sorry, I want to jump in here real quick, Joey. What would you do if you play tested for weeks with the guys and they're like having you here, run this deck, here, keep running this cherry deck, how's this going against that? And then you came to the GP and they're like, all right, cool, we got all the cards with us, Colin here to give us your deck, we're going to go do the deck checks, and you go and you sit at the table and you have your list and you have the deck and it's a sherry deck and you don't have anything else on you. They set you up.
So this is why I said I want to stop before we got too deep into what if country.
No, I love this.
Answer this one.
I'll just probably win the GP because I'd have Sherry or something, I guess.
All right.
But I wouldn't have fun doing it. No, yeah, I've been talking to Oscar about my different deck ideas, and I've been play testing with a friend here. Super sad he's not be able to go with GP.
Yeah,
but I was play testing with him with I think at least 3 different deck concepts I had. None of them did great. But I was able to highlight why they didn't do good, switch out some cards they did better, and so forth. So I just need to keep on keeping on that. There's probably at least one deck out of theirs that's not going to work out well. So it's just process of elimination and fixing up those other ones.
Yeah, I do hope like you get to like test enough, cause I remember when we were like kind of testing the night before the ARG, and like you ended up deciding on a deck that I don't know if you actually end up wanting to run. So like, you know.
What did you?
Yeah, no, yeah. The ARG, I didn't use the deck that I was wanting to test with the Conjure Time Bomb deck. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which would work out so much better now too. That deck would actually, if I try to make that now, would both combination work out better because the combo is actually easier to do now with new cards that came out, but it's also harder at the same time because Lorite came out. So.
What ruler did you run back then?
I think it was Mars.
Was it?
What are we asking?
This is at the ARG that we went to with Joey when he was running Zero Bomb. Like, what was the deck you ran again? I forget. Like, what ruler?
A year ago?
Yeah.
I think it's over a year ago now, but yeah. It was 2 years ago.
That was this year. Zero came out, so that was CFC. I never ran Mars. No, I never ran Mars.
Pretty sure that was Mars.
I remember I ran Feet Sing. It was like an early version of Turbo Feet before I remember was used to her.
I remember you ran Red, Colin, and I'm pretty sure Soul wasn't out by then. I'm pretty sure.
Didn't I? No. I still was running Sylvia, wasn't I?
Okay.
No.
Were you?
I'm pretty sure it was either Sylvia or I'm going blank. There was one other ruler in that time space that I was doing for a bit.
Mm-hmm.
But
like I was like 90% sure it was Mars.
I never really went into Mars. I didn't get into it until Soul came out.
Well, that's what I'm saying though, that like we didn't test enough when we were doing that. I'm pretty sure. I'm like a good like 89% sure you were running Mars for that ARG, which is why I was saying like I was worried that you weren't gonna like test enough. All right. I'm gonna.
I mean, we could probably go back to our old videos and find out.
Yeah.
Because we literally did a Joe's Corner where I came in and talked about my deck.
Oh, you did. That's right.
You're right.
Here, I'll pull it up while we keep talking. I'll pull it up in the back.
Okay. Well,
while I figure it out.
I feel like we got pretty established that your team ARG and anybody's concerned that there may have been. The only true difference being that he's just not going to be present in the news physically. It'll be, Melissa. Who is relation to is who, for those who don't know?
Wait, say that again?
Who is Melissa to you?
Oh, we've known each other for a couple years. We met a while back. Just like good friends.
Good friends?
Yeah.
Okay, so now that we know... I want her to see that. Now that we know... I want to timestamp it and send it to be like, hey, look, we talked about you. So guys, in the news, you'll be seeing me coming out soon.
Oh, that's good. That was good.
Yeah. Now that we know though that it'll just be Melissa on the news, and that's the only real big change that's happening. Let's talk about some other stuff. Like we did draft this weekend, which didn't go as well as I thought. We've been having I think what a lot of people are having issues with locally is like having that community be built back up again. Mm-hmm. It kind of came in, went out, and Prisha wasn't an issue for us locally. I remember we all kind of had that, as a lot of the locals said, a gentleman's agreement that nobody was running Prisha when she was out. You would see her every now and then, either just for fun playtesting or maybe one person ran it for one weekend type situation. But it's just everybody kind of at different times had different interests. I know we did take a hit from Dragon Ball Super. I don't think we took a hit from Light Seekers. I think one person went to go play it, but they're already playing Dragon Ball Super, so I don't consider that a loss.
Them leaving.
Right. But overall, so the draft, I know you have to have a six people for a draft, and we only had 4. We kind of just agreed to just buy some packs and play amongst ourselves. So, yes, I got 3rd place out of 4. And
I get it now.
Yeah. That's why Colin brought it up. But, we're working on building it back up. I know there's people who did kind of get deterred because of Sherry. Again, nobody was really running Sherry, but just, I don't know what a lot of their thought processes were behind building that. They're like, oh no, Sherry's an issue, I don't want to go. But we're like, nobody's really running Sherry, just show up. But it looks like a lot of people are kind of coming back to gain interest. We're having the ARG states. We have one in Austin, so anybody in Texas who listens to this wants to come visit us, please come visit us. I'll only be playing if we need that 8th man to fire off the tournament. If not, I'll probably just judge the event and kind of just chill and record for the channel. But
how's the like the draft? Was it interesting? Did you enjoy the draft?
It is.
Format?
So I was greedy in the draft initially. I knew that there was a couple cards I needed collection wise, so I was grabbing a couple of them. But my favorite moment was I grabbed 3 white leaves, which is all I had, and it's hilarious hearing one of the other players talk to Colin, like, watch out, he has 6 of those. It was just like their use of the way I was using it was great. It's just like, cool, hey, respond to them to gain some life. I do that for fun every time. They're like, I'm gonna call stone, hey, and to respond, I'm gonna not that situation specifically, but the other situations I was responding to actions, and I had the card to grab a resonator from graveyard, and I was like, I'm gonna grab the white leaf and sack it. I gained 6.
That's terrible.
Yeah, but I had fun doing it, and I don't know, it was fun. It's interesting. There's been sets where you buy the box and you have.
Yeah, I guess I ran a Mars deck.
Awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah. It's just interesting because I just went through all the cards right now, and I'm probably missing only 20 to 32 card range, and those are mostly rares and SRs and a couple uncommons. But it's just interesting seeing that we did a pre-release. I bought a box. Me and Colin shared a box, and I've already got playsets of almost everything. And I was lucky enough to pull rulers. I know there's a lot of people who are buying cases and pulling no rulers or 1 ruler type situation, which does suck. But
yeah, it's pretty bad.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that the pull ratios were really interesting. I feel like they were different than before.
Mm-hmm.
And well, actually, no. Someone who was it? Someone pointed that out. That the pull, they did the math and stuff like that. The pull ratios were actually different, and it made it so there because you pulled more one or two more SRs in a case or a box, and it made it so that certain commons and uncommon full arts are actually more rare than certain SR full arts and stuff like that. So you could see situations where full art commons and uncommons are actually worth more than full art SRs and rares and stuff like that.
So with that said, do you think that's a step in the direction of where they're going to have their boxes go, since the boxes going forward may not have rulers? The fact that you may open up a box and find out one uncommon in that box is going for $10-15.
Full art uncommon. The regular common and uncommons will never, I don't think, go up too high.
Then that's what I meant.
But I don't necessarily think so. I mean, it might be kind of like that, but at 110 cards rather than 150, just sheer statistical odds, you're going to pull more common than uncommon full arts. And hopefully they don't flood it too much so that we're getting multiples, which will hurt the secondary market again.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm hoping it's offset by actual rare cards that will place rulers and better chase cards than we got in this set. I'll be honest, I really am not happy with these chase cards.
You don't like low-right full art chase cards?
They're practically not even different from their originals. Certain areas don't have the textures just so they can be that much shinier in those areas. Is why I think all I noticed was different.
Yeah, you have to. If you have to sit there and move the card around and squint at a certain angle to figure out what the difference is 100% not worth it. And correct me if I was wrong. I was mostly bummed out because it felt like Jeff was hyping up the chase cards in this set. So I don't know if they didn't come out how he thought they were going to come out or what happened there, because there was that split second where we thought they were 3D cards, and it was the coolest idea I'd ever seen ever.
Yeah, maybe it just didn't work out print-wise, and this was Plan B.
Yeah.
Or maybe he just liked the cards that were full arts, that were chase cards, but didn't think about the quality. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really hear what he was saying. So
well, it's not. You know what would have been even cooler than slapping a symbol on a card we already own is if you did if they did an alt art of the cards we've seen with chase cards before, an alt art or Fika. Oh my gosh, I would have hunted the ends of the earth for that.
You gonna place that?
An alt art Ultra Dragon. Oh my god.
Did you see the misprint? I think they were seeing this in Taiwan only or some Asian country where it's Asian country. Well, I mean,
I'll screw everybody.
Rude, but I don't know where they said they were, but they were the attribute sign for what he was associated with was green instead of red.
Yeah, I saw that. That's pretty funny. So, you know, I'm glad to see that print company turned around. I'm very upset that they stayed with that print company.
Yeah.
The print company, yeah, they gave them free stuff for messing up and should have reprinted TSW like they did, and then they should have been like, cool, we're gone.
Yeah.
The fact that you guys don't have technology to make not ship boxes and can't figure out how to take a colossal ruler and put it inside of a booster pack. And we'll get to that in a sec, but what are you going to say, Oscar?
I'll say, which, by the way, like, when we were at pre-release, we opened up all those packs, and our pre-releases are pretty hooked up. Like, we got 6 booster packs, and then we got 3 more afterwards, plus pricing. Like, after opening all those, like, I made the comment, I think, on the previous podcast, like, no, these felt great. I even told people on our Discord, like, yeah, no, I think the print quality is good. They redeemed themselves, but after opening that booster box and halfway into it, which we streamed it, if you guys missed it, it's on Twitch, and I'll migrate over to YouTube at some point. I noticed my hands started to get dusty in the middle, and I was like, no, they're still having an issue. The coloring is fine. The quality of it is fine. Okay, well, I feel like the color of it is okay.
It's better, but the blacks are not deep blacks like
Right.
we've seen before in the height of their quality.
As intended in the artwork when it was created, yeah. But it has that dusty feeling. It's just like, what are they doing, you know?
Yeah, and it's until I grab a box, get my hands on a box of TSW. Hopefully, because I kind of want to buy a box of TSW again.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm curious on the quality of that, especially like I've said before, if the inverse cards still are that poor, like nicks and stuff on the corners, and different cards having like dents, and I had that one card that was slightly ripped and all that stuff. Just terrible print quality all around. So I'm curious if it was just because of that batch or if it's consistent like that. And the fact that whole ruler fiasco happened, and we still have, like you said, that chase card Ultra Dragon that has the wrong attribute symbol. Like, how is no one quadruple checking this crap?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just not happy with this. I'm sure there's reasons. I doubt we'll ever hear what those reasons are. But the fact that this print company, if people were wondering if I was censored or not about the company, for this print company, the kid does such. I'm gonna keep going because it might seem like a minute point, but the booster box itself is so terrible, and. Why couldn't we have stayed with the print company that did the nice booster boxes that drew people into the game? And so we still got this crappy booster box. And on top of that, the terrible Colossal Ruler idea, which we keep seeing in Force of Will US group and on our Discord and stuff, of people not getting their Colossal Rulers.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if it's the local game store or the distributor.
It's not that the stores are popping them open, keeping the rulers, and then saying their boxes off to their customers. For some people,
and then lying to the customers about not getting them.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was what website was it? It wasn't Cool Stuff. It was the other one. What's the other big one? Was it Cool Stuff?
It's Cool Stuff. Cool Stuff's in Florida.
Okay, was that the one someone was complaining about?
Yeah.
Yeah, someone had said that they'd got him and bought 3 boxes, went into and picked them up. The Cool Stuff said, oh no, we didn't get the rulers, they weren't in there. And they're like, okay. And then they went on, they said about an hour later, Cool Stuff posted the Colossal Ruler for sale on their website.
Yeah.
So they were super upset about that.
And that's definitely something where the company needs to step in and do something about that. That's a jacked up situation.
Yeah, like someone had mentioned, like the local game stores need to call and complain and stuff to the distributor and all that, which I agree with. But this should also be something the company steps in, because this is very clearly something the company should have never done in the first place. I still think this is just, even with them helping out at some point with distributing them out to locals for whatever they might be doing with that, this was just terrible idea.
Yeah. It's hard for them to do anything now. I would think, like, they're based in Japan, like they don't have arms. I don't know how prevalent they can't go into Oklahoma's local game store and tell off, I know Magic has some pretty strict stuff there, but I don't know how
That's
that.
true.
Again, I don't know exactly how that works, but
maybe they don't
so I
have the
know.
proper footing for the size that our community is now to actually punish somebody like that.
Right, exactly. Like,
Mhm.
what do you like? Sue them? Do you stop distributing, cards to them?
Right, which
I
just
don't know.
hurts them in the long run. I get
Yeah.
that.
It's like, I'm
Yeah.
just not sure what they could do besides
Mhm.
going all the way back and not, printing out the colossal rulers like this. But
Yeah.
But speaking of the colossal ruler,
Yep. I was about to ask you about that.
so we got the colossal ruler, and I was like, cool, we got the colossal ruler. Go open this up. Loop-a-doop-a-doop. So when it flips open, it's nice and hollow. Looks really pretty, similar to Alhamot. You're like, all right, cool. But you fold it, and you're like, oh, okay, this is cool looking art. Yeah, look at that art. Sure is pretty. You might notice as Oscar's turning it. I don't know if you can notice.
No,
but
I don't think you can on the camera, but
well, have that light go across it. You notice, very barely, but if you were to do that with another ruler, there'd be extra glints as it goes over that yellow box where it says ruler and stuff like that. The reason it's not doing that is because there's nothing on either side of the ruler. It's when you have Alhamot, you would feel across the card, and then there would be the bumps for the ruler and text, and there'd be this overall nice, like, not gloss, but this sort of matte, nice feeling. This one, it's just flat, just feels like a piece of cardboard. It like feels bad, like really bad quality. Put it on the light on the other side. Now go down. I'm curious if you would actually. Maybe you can't see it as
it's
much.
physical.
As I thought.
Yeah, I can tell. I can identify within my hand. Just this glare test isn't probably the best test. But yeah, no, there is a difference in texture. It has like a laminate feel on it across certain areas. Well, this one doesn't at all. It feels like we printed this one at work as opposed to some professionals printing it.
Yeah, if you guys work at all with printing, it's like the difference of if you get that super cheap, just like paper that's people buy in bulk and print on it, and it's got that sort of bleh, like rough feeling, versus the nice the paper that says smooth on it, and it's that you're like, oh, that feels nice. It's like the difference between that. You can straight up, even people who don't work with printing, if you felt the two pieces of paper, you'd be like, oh yeah, no, this one's like way better quality. You clearly cut corners with this one, which goes back to me like, why are we with this print company? This is terrible. that was what is. Why is that the card they locked behind 3 boxes? That is not worth behind 3 boxes for that type of quality compared to Alhamot. Alhamot was great quality. I remember like first getting them, like, oh, this is gorgeous. Oh, and it feels premium and nice. And this one just is like, oh, I guess I'll just throw that in my binder. I'm afraid that that's just going to scratch or the paint's going to come off or something. But yeah.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts, Oscar?
I didn't like it. I mean, when you told me how bad it was, I was like, maybe it's not that bad. Maybe Colin's just being overly picky. Maybe Colin's just being Colin. And then I got to your house, and you showed it to me, and I was just like, oh, yeah, this is complete crap. This is pretty bad. But, yeah, no, it is kind of upsetting that it came out in this way. Nothing we can do about it right now.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully some version of it comes out for the Willpower Awards that's printed correctly. Maybe they didn't know how to print it, or it was misprinted, and they don't want to say it's misprinted, so it's just, the quality it is the quality it is. They forgot to do that last step where a laminate goes over it or something like that.
Now, I did want to address, though, because there's still concern. I mean, people are probably like, dude, you're lucky you even have one. Like, I didn't get mine. You just talked about how we didn't get ours. But we saw pictures in the news that you did where Robert had gotten a giant case full of them. And none of us really knew how they were being distributed. The post had been deleted since, and, it was a big mystery. Well, we had somebody in our Discord actually comment how it was being distributed in Europe, where somebody was going to be distributing sets of them to LGSs where people can go and compete to try to earn them. So that'd be pretty neat if we actually get that happening here, where Robert's actually shipping them out to all the LGSs across the U.S. or maybe to distributors to ship to their LGSs, which makes a little bit more sense. And that way we can start competing so everybody can eventually get one of these.
I think.
Yeah, and it makes sense because. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, I think also it'd be interesting if, like, you could submit your, like, receipt or to somebody, and or like maybe maybe it has to be the same LGS that they know that you didn't get yours, and maybe you can just like submit like a receipt like, oh hey, like I heard you got like a case of these, and this I bought these 3 boxes, you said you didn't get it, like can I get one now? I mean,
Joe's talking about comping.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
which
like,
would just be a mess, because I mean, like Robert's already trying to handle essentially comping those rulers that were misprinted, and that was kind of a nightmare.
Well, no,
based on
I'm
how
saying
it's being
like
distributed.
like if they ship it out to the LGSs, the LGS can like comp them.
Okay.
Like
well, the
Robert
idea
doesn't have
right
to do it.
now,
Like there'd be way too many people saying like, yeah, I bought 3 boxes, I never got my ruler, without with zero proof, or they could just be completely lying. So, I don't know.
Yeah, well, what Oscar was saying, like, it sounds like that'd probably be it, because Robert had said that it's going to come down to the local game stores, and it sounds like from what the other guy said for what they're doing in their area is it'll work like pre-release does with their mats. So first place would get the ruler, and the other ruler is going to be distributed at random. So you just give it to a random person, and so the only thing that'll suck with that is if like first place and the rando are both people who bought cases or 3 boxes and already had the ruler, in which case it's not helping at all. But
I mean, hopefully they're cool people. Like if it was me and we're competing for it and I want one, I'll just pass it down one person who didn't already have it.
I mean, what if it's like a $30 card though?
I'd still pass it down. I already have one. I mean, the point is to get them in people's hands.
Yeah. And hopefully by doing this, it'll bring down the market price a bit by flooding the market.
I know if I was playing like Magic or something, if somebody got one of those, they wouldn't pass it down at all or anything.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but Magic people are jerks.
I was going to say that's what separates us from other companies and or other games. It makes it seem a little nicer way of saying it, Colin. But I find that a lot of the Force of Will community is pretty nice, though. I don't think people would have issue passing one down, especially on a locals level. It's not like this is like a GP and I'm going and this is the only way to get one and I want it. I'm not passing down my metal ruler is what I'm trying to get at. I would keep my metal ruler if I had gotten any top 8 positions.
Yeah. Joey's also a jerk.
Yeah, Joey would keep it if he was at locals. Hey, Joey, how did the draft go this weekend for you?
I went good, dude. I drafted a couple beers. I drank.
Were you drinking Friday night when you were trying to message us?
Friday night?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
I was drinking Saturday night.
Whichever night, there was typos in chat, and we were like, okay.
There are always typos in my chat.
But yeah, no, oh yeah, I don't know if I mentioned this, but yeah, I feel like the set drafted and did sealed a lot better than TSW. I don't know if it actually is or not, but it felt like it ran better, a lot smoother, as far as like cards that are useful and work well inside of the limited format, and not too many things outside of maybe Guild that are like, wow, that's really strong for limited.
Yeah, like TSW, I feel like you had a lot of cards. Like I don't remember there being any like really big outliers, and like there's a lot of the legend stuff just sucked.
It sucked.
So,
I just thought it was really powerful to get that rabbit into play.
Oh yeah, rabbit was strong.
He was great. Like Colin had to send it to the bottom of my deck just to stop it at one point.
Yeah.
The
4-cost green card.
And then, if you don't mind me saying real quick, did that, and then turn after turn, because by the time he did it, those giant dinosaurs.
I was about to say, like, so the game before Oscar, so I made a deck, and one of the first cards we were doing drafts, so you pull a card, pass it, and when I opened the pack, and there wasn't a lot of good stuff. And so I saw the green dinosaur. I was like, that might be okay if I do like all green stones. And like I ended up I came across that situation a bunch of times, so I ended up just doing a playset of those green dinosaurs. And if you don't know, it's a 6-cost 0/1500 dinosaur, and it gains plus 300 attack for every green magic stone you control. And so the game before Oscar is a situation where our final game. Or no, the second game, because he won one, and then the second game, it got to a point where I played 1 for 6. It was on the field, passed to his turn. He did a whole bunch of stuff, was able to kill it. came to my turn. I drew a card. It was another dinosaur. So I played it again, passed to his turns, and now it has an extra 300 attack because I called another stone. He was able to do the same combo again to kill it because he ran that same card twice. Passed to me. I top decked another one, played it third time. He killed it, and then next turn, top deck the fourth one, played it, and he wasn't able to kill that one, so I was just able to swing in and win with that one by my next turn. And
that's stupid.
Yeah.
I would have throttled you.
Something similar happened to Oscar as well, where I played it, passed to him, he couldn't kill it, that first one, and so passed to me. I had another one in my hand, so I played that, passed to him, came back to me. I had pulled another one, played that, passed to him, and he conceded. And but I had
like
another one I could have played.
20 something or others. I don't know.
Yeah, no, they're
at 2,100 attacks.
Yeah, they're at 21 each. But it was pretty great. I thought there were going to be dead cards in my deck, but they ended up getting me tying for first place at that draft. So
I remember having 3 blue leaps and playing Colin. It was like, too bad you can't sack all those to bounce one of these back, because they can only bounce 2 costs or less.
Yeah.
Not funny.
But yeah, no, that was hilarious.
It's good times. So I know we're running out of topics at this point, and we are nearing the end of the podcast anyways, but like I know something that happened during the weekend which affected me earlier today, trying to catalog my cards, see what I still needed, was the database is down.
Yeah, it is super down.
Yeah, now I've seen when it initially went down, which was I think Friday night, right, when it went down, that people were saying, like Mike Rance was even saying how, hey guys, calm down, he's working on it, transitioning host, something or other. And I mean, we're still on Sunday and it's still down, and of course people were speculating, oh no, what's this mean, is it down forever and such like that, but nobody knows. And I think people are messaging Rob because he had to make a post about it to say he has nothing to do with it, which is accurate. But
yeah, I don't get how
back.
I just want to say I don't get how people are able to find out enough information to know Rob heads stuff with Force of Will, but they don't find out enough information to know that the Force of Will database is not official, and that's why it's watermarked and all that stuff, and also that even if it was official, Rob would still have nothing to do with it. Like, how do they do enough research to find Rob, but not enough to know what he actually does or anything like that? It's super weird to me.
Yeah, it's true. But like I said, I do hope it comes back up again. It was very crucial. I mean, I understand the company would much rather us use their website, and we're supposed to have a website relaunch coming soon. Speculate further all you guys want about those two being close to each other. But I don't know. We'll see. I just the reason I don't like using the main websites is because of the functionality that the database had. It's like I could search easily by certain colors and attributes and erases and exclude reprints, and the other one is just like, hey, look at the entire set. Okay, you want to look at one color, look at the one color. Sometimes I want to build a deck and I'm like, especially in Epic Stories, I'm like, hey, I need green, black, and void, and I need to look at everything in Origins, filter out reprints, and I'm looking for chance only search, and it filters everything accordingly.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is very nice.
Yeah, I was.
Sorry. Like whenever I try and find like strong game finishers, I'll pretty much go like, I need green, and I need black, or and then I need like everything 5 costs or more. It's like,
yep.
Okay. Oh, that's right. This guy, green black did have this card. This is actually pretty good. And then I'll like throw in some 10/10 that does whatever it does. It wins me the game. But so it's the functionality is amazing.
It just like yesterday or today, I forget, I was trying to search a specific type of resonator with a subtext, and in the database I would have typed in what the subtext is in the search bar and just clicked on resonator and hit search, and then I would have had, and then it also has the nice three in each row, big bulky pictures and stuff like that. And I did the same thing for Force Will, and I typed in thing and then searched, and I was like, oh wait, no, I need to do resonators, and it took me a sec to realize, it's under card type or something like that, and then you have to hand type out resonator, which then makes me think of like, so if I had to find multiple things, like if I wanted to search resonator and chance, am I able to do that, or do I have to put a comma? Like, I don't know how any of that works, but then you search and all the cards are like super tiny, so I have to click on each one to open a new page just to read what the card says, whereas on the database. It all comes up there. Like the functionality, search functionality at least works on the main Force of Will website, but it's not nearly as good as the database.
It's not polished at all. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Well, let's hope it comes back.
I think
Go
ahead.
I was just gonna say a content creator gripe is also the images on there we can't drag and drop into Premiere Pro or Photoshop because it's a weird ass formatting.
Yeah. No, that is.
So it's a whole roundabout process.
And it's not even an issue with the size they're using. They can keep doing that. I understand why they do it too. It's just the formatting is weird. Like you save it, it says JPEG, you put it in, and it's an unrecognizable JPEG. And we have to do this big workaround just convert it to something that we can use. It's a big pain in the butt. Yeah. But I noticed as well, like even if they make this the main database that they want us to use, it doesn't benefit anybody who may play alternative formats, which also sucks because I understand the company doesn't support those, but that's the point of having a third party one. Is we can't look at those Valhalla cards. We might be using Epic Stories or Origin format, and what's the other one that people play?
Origin, Epic Stories, Wonder, New Frontiers. Popper.
Never mind, I can't remember it. Neither can you. But anyways, people can't look those cards up and see which ones they're trying to play, and there's a lot of new players, and maybe they want to play this format instead, and it's different things. But I don't know. Like I'm sure the site will be back up. I just voicing concern essentially that I need to use it, and it just says account suspended every time you go to it.
Yeah, it's a super sad face.
Yeah.
But hopefully, I'm sure it'll be back. It might be back up by the time this podcast goes up as well.
Oh yeah, and then we'll just look dumb for the last 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But, I did want to bring up.
Go ahead.
I did want to bring up the whole, Force Will database website having issues, just to bring up our website as well. For those of you who don't use it already, you can visit tcgscrubs.com. I think over the past weekend to 2 weekends, I've noticed more feedback coming back from people looking at top 8 lists who have issues viewing Goshalog images. I'm sure some of them are going through their phones just to view these, or on their computer, and you can't zoom in. I try to go through and create text forms of each of these in the format I like. It's a lot of work. If I can catch up from all the ones that exist right now and get to where it's all I have to do is the ones that come out the week of, it'd be a lot easier to maintain. But it's something I am trying to do. So for those of you who also have that issue, it's like I just want to see the text form of this. Yeah, I'm trying. Here and there, I try to do that.
Yeah, you're awesome, Oscar.
Yeah.
But that's all I got for today. I'm not gonna have that awkward silence at the end. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed having our special guest today. Thank you, Colin from Team ARG, for being able to join us. I feel honored to have such a high caliber player with us today.
Right.
To come and visit us, it's like amazing. I just can't believe it.
Like I said, link in the description below if you want to follow us. Also, I am on the Twitter now at ARG Colin, I think. I don't know. I've never used Twitter.
See, now you're not going to have that. Someone's going to claim it and then pretend to be you, because you have fans.
Hey guys,
double check that poll.
Guys, this is ARG Colin, and man, do I hate wind.
Colin's like, yeah, it's about right. It's me. Okay, I'll close this.
He's like, yeah, that's me.
They're rapping me pretty good.
We're like, no. When you go to see that message and say, Colin, dude, somebody made a Twitter and he's like posing as you, and it's like, no, that's actually me. I wrote all that down. That's my Twitter.
You even put right here, Melissa's your very close friend. Very good friend. But yeah, no. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you all next time.